everyone, Lauren from A Girl and Her Wool here. It feels like so long since I sat in front of the camera like this. I've been doing a lot of vlogs, which has been really fun. And so if you haven't been checking them out, definitely go back and do so. But today I wanted to talk about what I plan to be bringing to the festivals. So the New Jersey Sheep and Wool Festival this upcoming weekend, September 11th and 12th, as well as the Adirondack Wool and Arts Festival later this month, September 25th and 26th. So I have a lot to show you. I'm going to do like a really quick run through of the yarn and the colorways I have, in addition to some other products, so my craft journal sticker kits, and I'm even going to be doing some sock blanks, which you can see some behind me. So I'm going to do a really quick thing. Just know that everything that I have, all the colors that I'm bringing are going to be available on all of my kind of main bases that I have regularly. So sock, which is a merino, superwash merino nylon blend, DK, which is also a superwash merino nylon blend, and BFL sock, which is a superwash BFL and nylon blend. So I'm just showing kind of picked one up from each pile, so I won't show it on all the bases, but you'll get an idea of what I have. But definitely, you know, if you're going to be at the festivals, stop by the booth, say hello. I'd love to meet you, and yeah, we can talk about pairings and all that as well. So here I'm gonna do really quick run through. I don't expect this video to be long. I just wanted to kind of show what's gonna be there. If you're a planner like I am and want to kind of see things ahead of time, you can definitely do so. So the cats will not be there. Nacho's right here. Pie obviously is right there. They will not be coming. Sorry. All right, so I'll show you the main colorways first, and then I'll show you a little bit. I have some like leftover stock from recent shop updates, so I'll just kind of run through those quickly. Those are very limited in quantity. Everything else, there should be hopefully more than enough for whoever wants them. But all right, let me kind of go through it. Okay, so the first set of colorways is the colors that I did in my Slip Stravaganza shawl, which was Stephen West Mystery Knit Along from last year. So these are shown on sock. This one's actually BFL sock, but they are available again on everything. So there's Speckled Orchid, which is a gray base with speckles of gray and black and hot pink and green. And then there's kind of Dragonfly, which is a tonal green. Hibiscus Tea, which again is that kind of neon pink. And then London Fog, which is a gray, but it has hints of pink in it as well. What I love about these colors is you can really mix and match them. So they all kind of work really well together. Of course, they all also work as a 4-colored set. So I have plenty of those. If you want to do the Slip Stravaganza shawl, I have a ton of Speckled Orchid. So it would take 2 of those if you do it the way I did it, plus 1 of each of these. So those again are available on all 3 of the bases. And you can also find the base information on my website at agirlandherwool.com. So if you want to know, reacquaint yourself with my bases a little bit more, you can do so there. Okay, and then I have some of my newer colors that were popular in my shop that sold out pretty quickly, so I wanted to bring them with me. So the first 2 that I have is Monarch, which is the top color here. It's a light color with orange, kind of the same at the bottom, like a corally orange and gray, black speckles. And then its kind of matching tonal is called Marigold, and it's not a bright pumpkin orange. It's a lighter orange with, again, kind of like a corally kind of orange. So when I did this in my shop update, I didn't sell full-size skeins of Marigold. I just sold them as a sock set. But I will have them as both the sock set, so 100 grams of Monarch with a 20-gram tonal, as well, along with full-size skeins across all my bases of these 2 colors. And then the other popular one from a recent shop update is Woodland and Canopy. So Woodland is on the top here. It's kind of like a grayish brownish base, but it has all the colors in it. So there's some like greens and blues and golds and pinks and purples, and when you knit it up, you really start to see a stitch of all of those colors. And then its matching tonal is Canopy, which really brings out the blue-green that you see throughout the skein. So again, This one, I'm not sure if I have sock sets on or if it's just kind of 100 grams of each, again, across all the bases. All right, and then some kind of always popular in the shop colors, and then I'm actually going to show you guys some brand new colors that will be airing at the festivals. So the first set here is what I used for my Ashbrook shawl, but I will say that I changed the formula. So this is 4th and Goal, which is a colorway that I originally did for the pigskin party 2 years ago, so 2019. So if you haven't checked out the pigskin party, you definitely can. I have an exclusive colorway for that as well that will not be coming to the festivals, but it's called Game On. Slight distraction here, and this is it. So we'll kind of, there's like a brighter pink, a darker gray speckle, a lot of brown in it. So I'll be bringing that back after the festivals, but as of now there's a couple of skeins in the shop for that. But anyway, so we have 4th and Goal. So again, I use this for my Ashbrook shawl, but I did change the formula quite a bit since then for 4th and Goal. So again, it's like a lot of rose and a bright coppery color and a dark navy and then browns over it. And so I still pair it with denim, which is kind of this medium denim navy blue, and then Before the Rain, which is a light blue gray with speckles of gray on it. So those 3 will also be available at the festivals. So one of my favorite pairings in the shop, and again I'll have sock set for these, is Rose Tea and Overnight Oats. Rose Tea has always been, that's one on top, has always been one of a really popular colorway in my shop. Along with Overnight Oats, it's such a good neutral to pair with so many of these other colors. So Rose Tea is a really pretty rose color with speckles of brown on it. And Overnight Oats is like a really light brown base with speckles of kind of a cream color and speckles of gray throughout it. And these just go really well. So the sock sets will be Rose Tea with Overnight Oats as the tonal. So those are always popular. And then kind of getting into the similar feels, more popular colors has always been Rose Gold, which is this one here. You just get, it's a variegated color with just different golds and different, you know, roses all throughout it. And then it pairs really well here with Pinot Noir, which is a really deep wine color. So those go well together. I don't have sock sets of these, but I do have these on all bases as well. So then other fan favorite sock sets would be Aurora, which is this really pretty blue-green variegated speckle with pops of like pinks and purples. And then you get these speckles of browns in there, and that's the color of this matching tonal Sunburst. And so these are really popular sock sets that I really like, but Aurora is available on all bases. There's also Frozen, which is another kind of blue base color with turquoise and purple, and that's again available on all bases. But then the sock sets will come with Thawed, which is like Overnight Oats without the speckles, so it's this light brown base. So those are those sock sets. And then the last, well, no, then another sock set is Mountain Springs Lake, which is blues and browns. You kind of get all different blues and browns, and then the tonal is somewhat similar, but a darker color with like these bright sections in them that bring out some of the speckles from the skein. So that's Mountain Springs Lake, which we'll also come back to. Other sock sets would be Peach Pie. So this is one of my new fall colors for this year, which is a light peach base with just speckles of darker reds and browns. This is very limited in stock. This is really just leftovers that I had in my shop. I did not dye any extra up for the festival, so this is very limited. And then its matching tonal is Apple Pie, which you can see here, which is like a reddish brown. And again, I also have Apple Pie, but again, it's limited quantities. I didn't dye more up of it, but again, it's that reddish peachish base with browns, and then it has a brown tonal called Pecan Pie. So those were some of my new fall colors for this year. All right, we're getting there. So the last two kind of random colors before we get into the new ones. So we have Smoked Paprika, which is really pretty. It's orange and kind of that rusty coppery color with browns in it. A nice kind of variegated tonal. And then the last one is Iron Sharpens Iron, which was also one of my new colors. This one, again, I didn't dye up extra for the festival, so this is really limited in quantity, but it's a gray base with just lots of colors. So gold, purples, turquoise, blue, kind of all throughout it. So then for new colors, the first one is called Mystic. And if you watch my behind the scenes of kind of dyeing up yarn for this, this was a mistake. I was originally dyeing London Fog, which was one of the first colors that I showed you. But I put green on it instead of gray or black. And so I ended up making Mystic, which again, this will be on all bases. So that's a brand new color premiering at the festival. Another one is this one, which I'm calling Crack of Dawn. And it's just orange base with, again, bright pinks and bright blues, but then you get kind of really dark smoky colors in there. It's just a really pretty variegated color. My lighting is never good, so just come check them out. And then the last one is called Bejeweled, which is, yeah, I call this one Bejeweled, yeah. You've just got kind of the caramel color down here, which I really like, some purples, a really light faded blue, and there are some pinks in there as well. Kind of blends it here. You can see some of the pinks back here. So yeah, those are the colorways. Again, all of those colors will be available on sock, DK, and BFL sock in kind of a lot of quantity, other than the ones that I mentioned are limited. So definitely come check them out. We can talk pairings and everything. But next I want to show mini skein sets and gradient sets. So for the gradient sets, I have two colorways, and they'll both be available on 10 gram minis or 20 gram minis in a 5 skein set or a 10 skein set. So I'll kind of show you what I mean here. So this is Mountain Springs Lake. So I showed you the Mountain Springs Lake colorway. This is it as a gradient set, and this is the 10 skein version, and it's all twisted up. So this is it on the 10 skein version. So you can see it goes from like a dark blue into the dark brown. But I also have, so these are 10 gram minis, and I also have them as 20 gram minis, and then I also have this as a 5 skein set. So the gradient kind of jumps a little bit more. I don't have it here apparently, but that will be available. And then the always popular start of what you see back here is the rose gold gradient set. So one of my biggest bestsellers in the shop is the rose gold gradient set. So again, I had the rose gold colorway, and this is the 10 skein gradient set. Again, this one is the 10 gram minis, and they're 10 skeins, so this is 100 grams in total. I also have this in 20 gram minis, so 200 grams total, or I have them as the 5 skein set. So this is like an example of the 5 skein set. So again, the colors jump a little bit more, so this is 10 gram mini, so this is a 50 gram set if you want something smaller, or I also have this as 20 gram minis. So those are the gradient sets. And then I have just one mini skein set that's not a gradient set, which is my Frozen mini skein set. Again, kind of inspired by the colorway that I have with those blues and purples and all of that. So these are 20 gram minis, and I think I just have this on 20 gram minis. So that is a lot of the yarn other than the sock blanks. I'm not going to show all of the sock blanks. They're all technically one of a kind in the sense that I only have one of each that I have. They're all one of them, and I've never replicated them. So for now, they're one of a kinds, but could potentially get replicated in the future. I'll give like really quick overview of what you have. The choices, so if you've never seen a sock blank before, a sock blank is an already knit fabric that's been hand dyed, and sometimes they're just dyed with colors and sometimes they have pictures and words on them. And the idea is you kind of unravel it as you go, and then it kind of creates a cool pattern as you knit it up. So the ones that I'm offering are either ones without words on them, so they're just kind of the colors, or I have two sets of the kind of picture. So one of them is like this, that says knitting is my jam, and then it has a jam jar, and then it says knitting is my jam again. So I have a few of them that look like that with different colored bases. So this one's kind of like reds and pinks and orange. This one, and then this one is the other one that you could have with words on it, and it says sweater weather on there twice, and then it has leaves kind of throughout it. And again, there are a few of them that say sweater weather, but only one of them on this colored base. And then there are ones that don't have words on them at all, that are just the dyed skein. So a very limited quantity of those. So if you're interested in one of those, definitely come check them out. So that is the yarn that will be at both of the festivals. The New Jersey one, again, is this weekend. So that one will be first, and then I hope I dyed up enough to kind of cover both festivals, but I'll see kind of what gaps I fill, and I'll probably do an update to kind of talk about what might be different at Adirondack Wool and Arts, but it'll most likely be the same. I don't expect to like sell out at New Jersey. So, yeah. So the last thing I want to show you guys are the sticker kits. Hey everyone, as I clean up here with my lighting, just forgot to mention that there will also be sale items. So there will be some skeins on sale. There'll be like a little sale pile as well. Some of the sticker kits are also going to be on sale. They're kind of like older extras from older months. So yeah, come check out the sales if nothing else, and I will again head back to the vlog. So if you are new, if you're kind of finding this through the festivals, I do offer sticker kits in my shop that you can use for a craft journal. And the idea with it is you don't have to buy like a knitting journal specifically. You can use a plain notebook, which is what I have. This is an A5 notebook, so it's 5.5 by 8.5, or 5.5 by 8, something like that. And it's just blank lined pages. And so what I do is I create the sticker kits, and then you kind of come in here and put in the stickers to kind of line it up. So the different kits, this is like my month kit where you have your crafty goals, what projects you're working on. And then I also have show one that's like these project highlight kits where you can write all about your project. So this was actually a sweater, about a sweater that I made. So I put all the project information on it, kind of other information about the project, and then I take notes throughout the project. So any modifications that I have, kind of what I'm up to with the project. And then I just also kind of have various trackers too. So kind of samples that I set up here. You can track your stash in, you can track your stash out. I have mystery knit-alongs. You can track LYSs you've been to, charity projects. You can see these are like my sample pages. And then I also have like festival ones. So if you are, want to keep track of what festival you have, you probably can't see it too well, but it has like your location, who you went with, any meetups you're doing, vendors you want to see or you went to, classes you're doing, things you wanted to shop for, like if you had projects in your mind, purchases, memories, you can kind of track everything. So yeah, I have all different kinds of kits. So if you haven't checked that out, definitely do so. And I have a link to the notebook that I got. I just got it on Amazon. It's not that expensive. But what I will have at the show is this, and this is where you'll shop the sticker kits, but if you need help, definitely let me know. And so they're all kind of in here. But I did change, if you've been using my sticker kits, I did change them up a little bit recently. So just really quickly want to show, like, I combined all the kits really into one page. So this is one of the October kits. So again, you kind of get the strips here that say crafty goals, whips, finished objects, and notes. You get some of the text up here, you get labels and everything, all the decorative stickers, and there are different options. But I also have like these decorative sheets now, so if you want to add more boxes to take notes on. And then I also have the project highlight sheets as one sheet with 2 projects, because I know people usually would tack on more. The other thing that I did was I went back to older style kits. So this is one of my January kits. And instead of it saying January up here, I changed it to, this is what I'm kind of going to do moving forward, is once the month is passed, I'll change it to this. So you'll get check boxes instead, and you just get more text words up there, which is really nice. So if you're not sure what I mean because you haven't shopped my sticker kits, definitely come and stop by, check them out, and I'll show you them. I'm gonna have a sample book that I haven't like written all in. I'm gonna set one up so you can kind of like see it. You can also test them out. Well, not test them out because I'm not gonna bring sample pages, but you can kind of see it in action, and all of them are here. So again, if you're interested in buying them, you'll just have to come find this book on the table in my booth and we can find you what you need. So if you haven't considered having a craft journal, it's really fun. You get to keep track of all of your projects, and it's really fun to just like flip back through and look at, and you can even add pictures if you want to with some of those smaller cameras that print out the pictures, or the smaller photo printers, and stick them on the pages, which is cool. So yeah, those are going to be there as well. So that is it. Again, that's going to be what's at the festivals. Really quickly, I just also wanted to mention that if you're interested in one of my advent calendars, those are going to come down at the end of our September 15th. So if you want the kit for the Radvent throw, which you can see back here, or the Radvent cowl out of my Fairy Shadow colorway, you can get that along with my 2021 advent calendar. So I have a mystery mini, kind of random mini, and then a gradient set. So definitely go shop those if you haven't yet, because they're going to come down next week. And yeah, so the last thing that I want to do is announce the hashtag A Girl and Her Wool winner for this month. So if you don't know, I do giveaways here on my YouTube channel, usually in my shop update vlog, which is at the beginning of the month. But because I don't have a shop update this month, I'm just tacking it on here. So if you have a Girl and Her Wool yarn, if you watch my YouTube channel, just snap a photo and throw it on Instagram and use hashtag A Girl and Her Wool, and that enters you for the next giveaway. Okay, and what I did was I started on August 1st, and all of the posts between August 1st and today, which is like September, I don't know, 6th by now. I have my phone in front of me. Yeah, today's September 7th. So I did that. I did random number generator, then counted up the posts, and so the winner is Susie Knits, who worked on a recalibrate top, which is a pattern by Shayna Lines Designs out of one of my recalibrate top kits. So you can definitely check out those kits in the shop. It uses, I have 2 kits. So the one she uses Galentine's Day, the Galentine's Day contrast, and I think and overnight oats as the neutral. I also did another kit that was 2 neutrals, so like a light gray black hole, which is a dark tonal dark gray black, with a pop of color as like the 3rd color. So definitely recommend checking out those kits. I'll show you, because she has since finished it, and I think she just posted a finished photo, which I won't show, but I'll show the one of the hanger with it. So you can see her completed recalibrate top there. So really fun pattern. Thanks, Suzanne, for working it up and sharing those photos. So you can win, so your prize is a ready to ship skein from the shop. What I'll say is pick a color you saw today, because right now there's nothing in the shop. So just email me the colorway that you saw today and the base you would want it on, and I will send it out to you. So thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching. If you are going to be at the festivals, let me know down below which one you'll be at, and I hope to see you all there. If you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to my channel here so you don't miss any future videos. I love to do behind the scene vlogs of me running my hand-dyed yarn business, and if there's anything you want to see more of, definitely let me know, and I will either see you guys this weekend, at the end of the month, or on the internet. So have a great week, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.